What's up, y'all? It's your girl A. Marie, and I'm coming back to you guys live with another video. I meant to say something.
What's up?
I don't know. I just wanted to, talk to y'all a little bit. I know these past few videos I've been doing a lot of, cooking vlogs, as you would call them. What my meals, some of my son's favorites. But tonight I just want to talk about something a little bit more serious. So I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like throwing back pieces of garlic bread like it's nothing, 'cause I love garlic bread. And my son is at the table, he's going in on a box of vanilla wafers. And then my baby boy Isaac, he's like, "Mom, we had a fake drill today," and he's like, "Everybody had to be quiet, and we had to all, be in our cubbies, and somebody was holding on the door, but they couldn't get in." And it broke my heart because my son's 5 years old. He's only in kindergarten, and the fact that he had to do this, it really breaks my heart, like I said, because he's so young. It's so sad that there's been so many horrific crimes going on with schools, with school shootings, but with everything in the world, it's just getting more scarier, Like, I remember when I was my son's age, my baby boy's age, I remember, going to Perrin Woods, and, at that time, our principal was Miss Hall, who was, like, the best ever. And, that's when you could pray in the schools, and, well, at least my mom did. She prayed. And it was right before everybody got to the school, It's like God put it on her heart to do it. And my friend Lanika at the time, her dad was a pastor at a church. So, very religious people. I love my Neek. That's my girl. She's doing really good. She's married. She got 2 beautiful kids and just flourishing. Woman of God, all that good jazz. And it just really had me in my feelings that, my youngest, he had to go through that, and he'll never forget, him having to do that. And it's just like, there's so much that's going on in today's world. Nothing's getting better. You know what I mean? Like, the food is getting bad and recalled constantly. Like, I know my kid's dad was just talking about, them Impossible Whoppers at Burger King. I was happy as a mug. I'm like, oh, because, we don't eat beef, so I'm really about to go in on this burger. And it was like everything to me every time I had it. And then he was like, I don't want my kids eating that no more, because even though it's a plant-based burger, it's a whole lot of soy. And, soy is not good for the body or whatever. So, he proceeded to tell me about this new burger they got at Hardee's, and it's like a Beyond Sausage, and there's like the Beyond Meat. So, I got that from my son yesterday. He really liked it, and he can't wait to try, the turkey one for the breakfast or whatever. But, like, it's crazy because it's like every time you look around, something's getting recalled. You can't do salad, you can't do meat, or different types of meat. There's just so much going on, and then that horrible fire that killed millions and millions of animals. It's just getting worse. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It's just a time to just sit back and reflect and look at everything for what it is, And, that's why I'm so grateful for, my kids. I'm grateful for my background. I'm grateful for, being raised how I was raised. Granted, I didn't like it, not one bit. I felt like I was always having to go to church. I felt like I was forced, you know what I mean? Mondays was young people's meeting, Tuesdays was Bible class, Wednesdays was choir rehearsal, Sunday was Sunday school, morning worship. And it was like, you know, when I was young, you know, that was like stemming down till when I was like a baby. And then as I got older, I appreciated everything so much more. You know, all my trials, all my tribulations, all of my losses, you know, everything that I've been through, it made me who I am today. You know, I'm not perfect. By no means am I claiming to be perfect. We all make mistakes. You know what I mean? But I'm just so grateful that I was rooted and grounded the way I was grounded. Because I've been around kids that it just breaks my heart how they're living. You know, they're around my son's age, my oldest, man. And, you know, you got kids who've been neglected and abused and traumatized. And every time I think about these kids, I think about mine. And I'm just like, I'm so grateful that I had a mother who put her family first. You know what I mean? Like, me and my brothers, we was all safe. We was kept away from harm. There was no drugs. There was no alcohol. There was no parties. You know, my dad wasn't putting his hands on my mom. There wasn't cussing each other out. I mean, you know, I was just so blessed because I know, you know, a lot of my peers, you know, they couldn't say the same, you know, and it just made me so humbled. And when I look at my kids, I be telling them, like, you boys, y'all just don't know how blessed y'all are, you know, to not be in those unfortunate situations and predicaments, you know. When kids are so innocent, they don't even ask to be here. And when they get the type of cards that they're dealt with, all they can do is just deal with them. You know, and it's really something. And I don't know, I just thinking about my mom. Man, I'm just thinking about my mom. Like, I seen her tonight, and I was really in my feelings because, like, I missed her face. I haven't seen her. And I'm just like, Mom, I love you so much. Like, it's nothing like your mom. And I'm so grateful that I still have my mom because, you know, I have really close people to me who's lost their mom. And I just couldn't imagine, like, looking at my mom. You know, my grandma will be 5 years. She's been gone in March. And I'm just like, you know, I look at my mom and she's just the epitome of strength and courage and willpower. And I'm not saying, you know, losing my grandma was anything to my mom. Like, it really broke my mom, like, broke her. You know, and to see where she is now, I mean, her heart is so big. You know, she reminds me so much of my grandma. She would give you the shirt off of her back if she could. She would do that. She would give you her last. She would do that. And I'm just so glad that I have time with my mom. You know, that I'm blessed that I could pick up the phone and call her. That I can pick up the phone and text her. Or I could FaceTime her. Like, last night, she kept saying, Ani, it's almost 12 o'clock. I gotta go to work in the morning. And yet we talked another 30 minutes after that. And when she called me and she was like, how do you get the emojis, not the emojis, how do you get the apps to stop shaking and trembling? And I lost it. I said, Mom, we have to watch the Emoji Movie because you are going to laugh hysterically. Like, because, you know, like, when you have your phone and you click that button, it's like all your apps that you can delete, they just start moving. And it's like letting them know, like, you know, you either want to delete them or rearrange them or move them. She kept saying, why the heck are they trembling? And I'm like, Mom, did you hear what you're saying? You're talking about an app trembling. We was just laughing and being loud. Like, that's just what we do. But before we had that conversation, you know, my boys would sleep at the time. But before then, she was like, you know, I just want to have a word of prayer. we was on FaceTime and she prayed. You know, it was me, her, Mimian, and Isaac. We had to close our eyes, bow our heads, and she was just praying. And I'm just like, you know, the prayers of the righteous. You know, she talked about my dad getting back and forth to work safe, and me and the boys keeping us dangerous seen and unseen. And she talked about, you know, Kobe Bryant, his family, and all the victims that were affected on the helicopter and their loved ones. And I mean, she just hit everything, and I'm just like, Mom, like, thank you. Like, that was just, thank you, Mom, I really needed that. And then we could just go back and clown and laugh all over again. Like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm blessed. You know, I may not have the Balenciaga and the Gucci and Prada, but at the end of the day, I got a roof over my head. I got clothes on my back. My boys are safe. They're happy. You know what I mean? Like, they're good kids. They're respectful. They go to school looking nice. They don't go to school dirty, smelling, funky. You know, they go to school looking nice. You know what I mean? Like, I have a car that I get into every morning that has heat. You know, I'm just blessed. I'm so thankful, and I'm so blessed. So, I don't know. This video was just to, you know, reflect on a little bit and just have some one-on-one, you know, some more serious topics. Well, not topics, but, you know, more serious things that just happen to come up. So, I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time. I just wanted to get some things off my chest. Excuse me. So, just, I don't know. I'm just in my feelings. I'm in my feels. But, I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.
Oh no! I'm sorry. If I let him know. Is it right?
So, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you next video.